Good morning and welcome to your Monday wake up call. I'm Ryan and this is Java and Jugs, where caffeine meets controversy. Today's cup is overflowing. Conservatives are melting down over Bad Bunny headlining the Super Bowl show, saying that the NFL has gone woke, and Kristi Noem's brilliant plan to deploy ICE to the stadium to turn the halftime show into a halftime shakedown, chilling dissent instead of celebrating music. Well, misery loves company. So here to break it all down with me today are my incredible co-hosts. Come on, guys, join me up here. Happy Monday morning to you. Good to see you. I hope you had a great weekend. And good morning, everybody in the audience. Lovely to see you. Hi, welcome, friends.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm with Kip. First of all, hello everybody in the live chat. But yes, I am with Kip.
Yeah,
Until the Super Bowl controversy thing started, no freaking idea.
I know.
I'm gonna learn. Well, I'm excited to learn.
I go to Puerto Rico a lot, so I know who he is. He's made a few songs with the Cardi B as well. Not really, not a big. I like him, but I've been to his concert because my daughter loves him. See concert with her. So, but I'm like, I've grew up liking Spanish music, Gloria Estefan, Selena, and stuff like that.
Same.
So, it's what I like all kind of music.
Same. I listen to all kinds of music. I don't really have an issue with any particular music. Maybe country's not my favorite, but good music is good music as far as I'm concerned. If it has good lyrics or a good beat, regardless of the genre, I enjoy good music. At least I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
Other people might disagree with my choice in music.
Because even like listening like to stuff like reggae, they speak English, but you don't understand but 2 words they say.
Right.
But you still like the music, you bounce in the song.
Hey, the tune, right? If you can dance.
So what's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the beat.
Agree. If I, especially if I can move
reggae
to
specifically.
Say again, Ember.
There's so many people in this country who do the Pentecostal thing or other churches where they do the whole speaking in tongues. The just shamalabadibingadungadong. To me, it sounds exactly like reggae. Like, how can the people who do this hate reggae because of the way the words sound?
Oh, that is such a great point. In this country, we rag on and we bang on about speaking English, but here we go, entire congregations just like blah 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 blah, blah, and that seems to be okay. Nobody judges them except for us. Of course, we're going to judge them. But across America, you'd be considered rude or obnoxious if you made fun of Christians who were all day long.
Am I a little slow? But I thought officially there's no official language.
Say
yeah,
again?
It's not an official language. Even English,
a few months ago, until Trump declared that English is the official language, which is about 2 different kinds of stupid. So,
yeah,
I have 2. I think technically that's why French has to be on like the other side of all of our packaging, because we legitimately have 2 official languages here in Canada. But that's Canada.
And there's also multiple states. I think New Mexico, Arizona, and a few other states actually have Spanish as one of the official languages, along with English. Unfortunately, the language I know is not the official language anywhere except outside of Europe. So I got kind of screwed with it. I speak German, so.
It seems as though Bad Bunny is disliked by the conservatives because they're calling him demonic, a degenerate, gay. Obviously, they don't like the fact that he dresses.
Supports.
He dresses. What would you say? Not charismatically, not even flamboyant, because he just likes fun and interesting clothing.
Is Bad Bunny like how Lil Nas X was before?
Basically,
yeah. Okay.
Basically, the Puerto Rican Lil Nas X. There we go. There we go. It's that is why he's so a controversial figure, because they don't number one, they don't like his opinion, obviously. They probably don't like the fact that he comes from Puerto Rico, because they don't even realize that Puerto Rico is one of our states. It's one of our territories, you know?
That part.
that part, which was made obvious by Tommy Lauren on her show when she interviewed Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball.
I actually work for her
We love
husband,
balls.
Kyle Felicity. So shout out to Kyle. Hi.
I'm looking into my crystal ball. Would you guys want to watch that clip to start off the show?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull that up.
Do you want to start Monday morning by playing with our balls?
I mean, isn't that what we all?
That's
Isn't that what we all want to do on a Monday morning?
I mean, it does seem to be what Chris does.
So this is a couple minutes back from where they mentioned Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is discussed literally like a couple minutes before the show ends. But here they're talking about political parties, and Tommy consistently is very disingenuous with her arguments and her comments toward Crystal. And I'm so surprised I am so proud of how regulated Crystal was through this interview, because I probably would have flipped my shit, which is why I'm not famous. All right, so here we go. If you guys want me to stop, just let me know if you need me to stop anything, and tell me if you can hear this.
Definitely. I mean, Tommy, there's a reason. There's a reason that Bernie Sanders is the most popular politician in America, because most people don't think of this as socialism. They see it as basic fairness. Yeah, they see it as a basic part of the social contract. You think most Americans are dumb?
Most Americans are not for socialism, babe. But if you want to run on that, go for it.
I just said, babe, like I just said, Bernie Sanders is the most popular politician in America. So you have to grapple with that. I mean, we've had many periods in our country where tax rates for the rich were much higher, and where the disparity between the wealthiest and, you know, the bottom 10% or the bottom 20% was much smaller. And guess what? We're still a capitalist country. We're still doing just fine. We had a much healthier society, much healthier middle class. People were able to afford a home, able to afford healthcare. And so I don't think it's a radical idea to get back to that.
Well, I think it's a radical idea. I hope that works out for you. Do you think that as a national platform is going to help Democrats win elections?
Taxing the rich?
Yeah. Do you think just
taxing the rich? 100%.
Oh, didn't you try that last time?
I think try that taxing the rich. What are you talking about with Kamala? Yeah, with Kamala was running around Mark Cuban and Liz Cheney and made a lot of mistakes that are in her campaign. So no, I do not see Kamala as my ideological ally whatsoever. But Bernie would have won. I mean, saying, look, we're going to have, of course, building out the social safety net, getting back to being the New Deal era Democratic Party, saying everyone's going to have access to healthcare. Everyone's going to be able to afford to have childcare for their children. We're going to lift the wage to be a living wage. We're going to invest in unions, make sure we have labor power. That is an overwhelmingly popular message. In fact, where does it work?
It's so frustrating to me how she keeps piping up just to say things that don't even affect the points that Crystal's trying to make. Like, she's not even combating the points. She's just saying shit to stir the shit pot.
Yeah, what is that?
It works in America. Tell me, it works in America during the New Deal era. That's where it works.
Is it working?
You have to look over.
Sorry, I was trying to push pause, but my mouse wouldn't hit the button. Fat fingers, you guys. Fat fingers. What were you saying, Ember?
Broke it.
I have an interjection.
Tommy is or Tony or whatever the fuck her name
is. Tommy.
Yeah. She's one of the poster children of conservatism because she's exceptionally open about the incoherency of conservatism. Like the whataboutism just doesn't even exist. It's just a way of being. It is conservatism. We're talking about socialism. Well, what about all this other shit? What about race? What is it? And healthcare is a radical. Okay, so conservatives don't even understand what the fuck the terms they use mean. They think liberal means leftist. They think radical means anybody who opposes what I want. It just. But they complain about redefinition of things all the time. There's no consistency.
Absolutely not. But I do believe that Tommy.
What's that?
It appears that Tommy believed that Crystal Ball is a liberal. and because Crystal had to explain to her that I'm a leftist, just FYI. So she don't even know who's on her show.
Yeah, like the only way that qualifies is if you consider liberal as anything left of center. But even then, like most leftists will not consider themselves liberal because liberals are way too far to the right for them. Like it drives me nuts when people call me liberal, but I'm just like, I'm not a liberal unless you're talking about anything left of center.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I would describe
liberalism.
well.
It isn't even the same as left and right. It's fucking wild. My internet's being wonky. I'm gonna try to reset, and I will be back in a moment.
Okay, we're gonna click keep playing.
While Ember disappears for a moment, I wanted to comment and say it's okay, guys, because Tommy Lauren just announced herself apparently as a red shirt on Star Trek.
Oh, I just noticed that.
She's going off world, and she will not be returning. You guys.
Why? You got me.
I had to make the geek joke, guys. I had to.
Oh my god! Now I can't. Not once you see
you
it,
can't unsee it, right?
No,
it's done now.
Yeah.
Please, somebody bring her up.
Please, we can look to our own
be
history.
The best example, right? California, probably the best example. We're going to pay the fast food workers this, and we're going to have illegal aliens on healthcare and Medi-Cal and all this stuff. Would you cite that as an example of where this type of governance works, or this type of economics works?
I mean, again, Gavin Newsom is not my ideological ally. I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist. I'm a democratic socialist. He vetoed universal or blocked universal healthcare from coming to fruition.
Because they couldn't even afford to provide it for the illegals,
California has one of the most vibrant economies in the entire world. Now, they also have a mass affordability crisis, as is New York City, as is every major city, basically in the country. So I think we need to dramatically address the affordable housing crisis. And that's part of what Zoran has been running on. So I took a look. There's only 26% of the country that actually opposes his core policy proposals that he ran on. So do I think it's a national message? Of course. I think Democrats
Crystal,
would have done much, much better if they focused on these core economic issues.
I hope that you guys stick with that. And I hope that Mom Donnie is your poster child. And I hope that you run on it. I'm not going to give you any feedback because I too hope that is the direction that you go.
Patronizing.
I think that's a great
you don't think
idea.
Taxing the rich is popular?
I think you should.
You don't think tax the rich is popular?
I think you guys
should talk to Steve Bannon about this. He has a different idea.
Well, I'm not a
different
Steve
idea
Bannon
about
apologist either, but I think you guys should run on that. I'm not going to interject, and I think that all illegal aliens should stay. You should make them all citizens. I think that you should tax the rich. I think you should provide trans surgeries for everybody.
Oh my God.
I think you should have all the men and the women's
I think we should have healthcare across the board for everybody.
I think you guys should just stay on this.
For all people.
Yeah. I think you guys should just.
You okay, AJ?
Holy shit.
I know. It's like, please, what is she saying? Why do they always take our arguments and then go full throttle with them? Yes, that is exactly what we're saying. If you don't even want a trans surgery, you're getting one. We're giving it to you because that's what
it's not about the trans.
What the actual flip?
I think
I thought it was funny
is because go ahead.
Oh no, I thought it was funny that she's like, I'm not gonna interject. After she interjected at every sentence that was being said, I was like, oh my god, shut up, lady. Okay,
I think what the major disconnect is because they want to force all of their beliefs and all of their ideals on us, so they automatically think that we want to do the same thing to them.
Yes, it's projection.
Like exactly.
Yeah. That's exactly the problem. Everything that they would
100.
love to do to us if they had the power, they would do it. So they just assume the same about us, which is not true.
Yeah, it's 100% projection. And I mean, watching this stuff,
they want to trans everybody.
Yeah, I mean, watching this stuff really, really closely for the last 20 years, it's like it's always been projection. Like it's even more. It gets more and more extreme year after year after year after year.
I love what Maya says. Her job is to promote the us versus them narrative. She can't engage without looking like a monster to her own audience or agreeing with Crystal, right? And isn't that sad that even just the tiniest little, okay, yeah, I could see wanting to have universal health care would automatically get her base riled up against her. And that's her money. She's not going to do that.
But
she's going to ride the line.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Stay
go.
on that message. I think it's going to work out really nice for us. So I'm not in any way going to ask you to change course. I think that's a great idea for you guys. The last thing I want to talk to you about is because I'm about ready to do my commentary on it. But do you think Bad Bunny is a good choice for the Super Bowl?
I'm not that knowledgeable about him, but it seems fine. And I don't know why it's a big deal. Seems like a great American artist. So sure.
He's not an American artist, but
he's Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
Yeah, you don't think you have any problem?
But I love how she's like, yeah, like she caught herself, but didn't want to address it and just, well, yeah, that's what I meant. That is not, you did not know, and that is not what you meant.
With him saying like the ICE is, well, I'm sure you don't, mother effers and sons of, and that he's not going to perform here due to immigration.
America agrees with him on that.
You think so?
Majority of Americans think ICE has gone too far. They've watched videos of 79-year-old business owners be slammed to the ground and their ribs broken by ICE. So I think the American people are probably on board with that message at this point, Tommy.
Okay. Well, whoever you're talking to, I'm sure is. I'm not so sure the rest of the country is, but
I'm just looking at the polls. That's all.
Yeah, but you told me earlier that the polls didn't matter, Crystal.
That are behind my statements, not just the vibes.
Matter. Remember that when you told me that
because
earlier?
principles don't matter. Principles matter. Principles matter. And but when you're talking about where the American people are, that's when I consult the data. But in terms of what I believe,
it's helpful to you.
Those are principles. No, in terms of what I believe, those are my principles, and I stand by them even when they're unpopular.
Well, I love that you do that. So that's the one thing that we can agree on, is that you should stand by your principles. And
yeah, basically, she just continues on, like super smug, super snarky, doesn't mean anything, doesn't mean, it's just basically empty.
Yeah, she said out loud, "Oh, you stand by your principles? Well, I love that for you."
Yes, of course, you should.
Condescending.
Did I miss the part where she's talking about trans healthcare and trying to make it out like it's some kind of boogeyman? And she's like, "Yes, I think trans people should have healthcare. That's just like normal."
Yes, you did. Unfortunately,
everybody gets surgery. Everybody has to get trans surgery.
Yep,
that's tantamount to what she was
throwaway line.
Yeah, that's basically what Tommy was insinuating, is that we want everyone to have a trans surgery. Someone in the audience said, like the Oprah thing, you get a trans. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I know. I was cracking up.
Yeah. You get a trans surgery and you get a trans surgery, because that's what they think of us.
Of course, it was spooky. But I mean, would that actually be so bad? Like, they use it as a straw man position, but would it be like on your 18th birthday, you get a gift certificate to go to a surgeon and get one thing about your body that has been pissing you off fixed? Would that be horrible?
A little gift card.
Yeah.
I like that.
I wouldn't. Your stomach gonna go.
Awesome. That I don't know what I would change, but sure, if you're giving something for free. I think this was it. Was that basically the end of this interview? I believe so.
It looks like it. There's very little bar left at the end.
Yeah, just a little bit left, and it was pretty much more of the same. Tommy just speaking out the side.
I watched most of it, and it was just like, oh, good Lord. It was head shaking most of the time. It was just, it was crazy. And yeah, there wasn't a moment that Crystal didn't do fantastic.
So you guys, maybe quickly, because most people in the audience said that they had no idea who Bad Bunny is. So maybe just a quick little. So here he is. This is Bad Bunny. There's not much to it other than he's a singer, songwriter, rapper, performer. Like, I don't understand this, why he's so scary. How this guy dressed like this, and I don't even have an issue with how he's dressed, but dressed like this is frightening to the conservatives.
Well, he's brown and he speaks other languages and stuff. And also, he actually helps his community, which is terrifying to conservatives.
That's socialism.
For real. Like, I've got a meme. I put it in the group chat earlier. Let me pull it up here really quick. Like, open in browser and back over here. Share screen. Y'all are getting the play-by-play, so we don't have dead air.
Good morning. Yeah, there you go. No silence. You hear what I'm doing?
Absolutely. Okay, so this is the thing. Oh, here we go. I need to shrink it. There we go. Okay, so this is Bad Bunny. He has a foundation that focuses on improving the lives of underprivileged Puerto Rican children through arts, music, and sports. The foundation also provides aid to the island's youth after natural disasters, and it's called Good Bunny because it's by Bad Bunny.
It is. It's in Spanish, Buen Conejo, but it translates to Good Bunny.
That's
I fucking
incredible.
love that. And so, that's why conservatives are mad, because he's actually using his money to help people. And that is the bane of conservatism.
Are they saying that he's helping non-Americans, though, because they don't think Puerto Rico is part of America?
I think.
Oh, doubtless, yeah. I imagine that just Tommy Lahren is probably the average Republican's knowledge about the status of Puerto Rico, right?
I would agree.
And so I'd say like 50% of the MAGA people are probably completely ignorant about that. That's probably why they're like so excited about Trump throwing paper towels to the Puerto Ricans after that earthquake. It's like, he's doing humanitarian efforts. Look at this, reaching out to these shithole countries, like as he calls them, not realizing he's the one in charge of the shithole country. I don't think Trump knew that he was in charge of Puerto Rico at that time.
No, I don't think so either.
No, he didn't. He clearly didn't.
We need to annex Puerto Rico.
But this
we're going to send in the army.
He went in and was having ICE going there to get our Dominicans out. If you don't care about this country, why should you care who's in there?
Right?
Mm-hmm. I think that's part of my issue with conservatives is they claim that they care about this country so much, but they talk so much shit about. They hate us. They hate the people in this country. And do I dislike conservative? I do. Like, they piss me off. But that does not take away that I still want them to have access to everything that I have access. I want equal access to everything. Or even with my dislike for them. But that's not how they operate. They would only want the worst for us. If they could punish us, they absolutely would.
Exactly. Yeah, that's one of the key differences is, we have an intense dislike for their ideas, their ideology, their unwillingness to learn, do better, and be better, but we don't hate them as people. Whereas conservatives, for them, it's the exact opposite. And not all conservatives, obviously. We're talking about the violent, militant ones, to borrow their terminology. The ones like Tommy, who think everybody who doesn't think like them should be fucking exterminated. We respect your ideas, but you as a person need to go to the gas chamber. Sorry, that's just the law.
It's just the law. I'm just following the law, because laws are more.
Yeah, just following orders.
I think Nuremberg might have something to say about that.
They might disagree a little bit. So the conservatives are pitching a fit over Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl, which is not until next year, right?
Yeah.
January, I think.
February.
I'm not good on the sports ball thing, but I think it's somewhere around there.
It's like
never too early to get mad about things that you can't control.
Right. That's what, over 4, 5, I don't know, ish months away. And that is that is what we're discussing. I mean, obviously we're discussing it because, that's what we do. But
it's topical.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's topical.
Yeah,
it's a hot topic.
February, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, February. That's when the Super Bowl usually is.
You know who I think should open up at the Super Bowl? The Epstein Files.
Oh!
Yes. Yes.
Yes, three, please.
I will watch sports ball if that's the halftime show.
Yay!
Make it already know though.
Hit that
read
goal.
The whole thing live. So I was reading this article real quick that said that the reason there's one of the reasons they're so upset at Bad Bunny is because he hates America. And the reason they're saying that he hates America is because he's called out ICE so much, and he's refused to do his tour, to include America in his tour, because he's scared that people coming to his concert will be taken by ICE.
Yeah,
which is fair. Which is absolutely fair. Which is what they're doing now. What they're doing with him going to the Super Bowl. So he was right. Exactly. So so he was not wrong.
No, we probably could play this clip really quick if you'd like of Christy Nome.
Oh, everyone's favorite puppy assassin. What is where's the John Wick principle? You know, you hurt the dog, you gotta pay. But no, not for her though.
Oh gosh, I don't understand how America let that go. I would never let that go.
No principles.
Oh,
especially the John Wick bros that all think they're John Wick. Oh, someone killed my dog. Well, this is the crazy bitch who kills dogs, and you put her in the fucking. Well, she's in the White House now, working for the president.
Well, you know, a person who will shoot puppies will shoot brown people.
Absolutely. Okay, here we go. Oopsie, lied.
Selected. Bad Bunny was selected as the Super Bowl halftime performer.
Yep.
This is an individual who is anti-ICE, who's anti-immigration, says he refuses to tour in America because of that. The NFL is sending a message, presumably, to MAGA, to the Trump administration, by choosing this anti-ICE, anti-immigration enforcement performer. He's scared to perform in America because he's worried that ICE will have enforcement at his concerts. That's what he said in multiple interviews. What is your message to the NFL? What is your message to Bad Bunny? Will there be ICE enforcement at the Super Bowl?
There will be, because the Department of Homeland Security is responsible for keeping it safe. So I have the responsibility for making sure everybody goes to the Super Bowl, has the opportunity to enjoy it and to leave, and that's what America is about. So yeah, we'll be all over that place. And I can't.
Why is that
enforce
ICE's
the law?
job?
So I think people should not be coming to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, why is it ICE's job to keep the Super Bowl halftime show?
Right, if they have the FBI,
they're the fucking Gestapo. They're not even hiding it. We are the
ICE is
secret
supposed to
police.
be
We'll
about
there in
immigrants, not.
Yeah,
but
not
since when have they
security.
been involved? Since when have they been involved in keeping the Super Bowl safe? Never.
Just for the record, it's actually been a long-standing thing that the Super Bowl has been considered a national security event for like years now.
Okay,
it's not.
It's not like. I mean, it's like if the Olympics were here, obviously the Olympics are going to be a national security thing. So the Super Bowl is a national security thing, but they're obviously taking it to a completely different level this time.
Even national security, though, we have agencies that handle that aren't ICE, though.
Right?
ICE
Yeah.
is an immigration
Yeah.
agency.
Yeah.
Immigration has nothing to do with
security
in the Super Bowl. In my opinion, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. The fact that ICE is going to be there. I could get the FBI being there, the CIA being there because of national
even
security.
US Marshals. Yeah.
US Marshals.
Yeah, it's usually if I remember correctly, it's usually like FBI and Secret Service that are in charge of it, in charge of the national security part of it.
Not ICE.
Well, if you think about it, basically what Christy Nome is saying is that for any event of that nature, like the Olympics, guess who's going to be there? Guess who's going to be targeting people? ICE.
Oh, the Olympics are going to make those motherfuckers' heads spin because there's going to be people from all over the world there. Oh my God, what are they going to do?
Win every gold medal because they'll deport all the other teams. Holy shit! But I know how they justify being at the Super Bowl. They're changing the name because we know the Trump administration loves changing the name of things. They're going to be ice cream and concessions enforcement.
They're going to be working.
I can very much guarantee you now, the Olympics are going to be a complete clusterfuck with ICE and everybody else there. Like, it's going to be a nightmare for anybody who's not American trying to go to those. Even the athletes, it's going to be crazy.
Now, let's bring it back to this fact. The Super Bowl, those tickets are sold like a year in advance. So this year they selling it for next year. For the 2027.
So basically, when you buy your ticket, you don't even know what the halftime.
You don't even know who's going to be
be
playing or anything.
Yeah.
And then the tickets are economical price, like $8,000.
Yeah.
Right.
No immigrant coming in this country gonna have that kind of money, especially the brown ones, to come over this country to afford Super Bowl tickets anyway.
No, especially if they're not any kind of refugee.
Exactly.
Definitely not. Okay, let's just finish this. We got only a
Super
few
Bowl
seconds
unless
left.
they're law-abiding Americans who love this country.
And your message to the NFL with this decision, it seems like they were trying to send a message to the Trump administration.
Well, they suck and we'll win and God will bless us and we'll stand and be proud of ourselves at the end of the day, and they won't be able to sleep at night because they don't know what they believe and they're so weak. Well, we'll fix it.
You guys, is that why I can't sleep at night? Is because I don't have any senses about me. I don't love America. Is that the problem?
Wait a second. Are you in NFL? Because she talked about that being the NFL. They're being so weak, right?
I guess
world-class athletes, organization of world-class athletes, so weak.
Paid millions of dollars per game to slam into other beefcake.
Weak.
I'm at a loss for words. Like,
I am a football fan. But, it is
well, it's the whole thing with fascism, right? The opposition is so weak and frail, there's no resistance. But also, we need a heavily armed paramilitary unit to deal with them because they're so impossibly strong.
And they're terrorists, all of them. All of us were terrorists.
Because
but you know what really bothers me about this whole thing with ICE at the Super Bowl is that I don't know if you guys are aware, but like for years and years, they've been trying to raise awareness that child trafficking happens at way higher levels when there's like these enormous sporting events, whether it be locals or whether it be like the Super Bowl is one of the major ones that attracts child trafficking. So why are they not focusing on those criminals? Well they have, because as fucking what's his name, Ted Cruz said, we gotta protect the pedophiles.
Well, they're exactly. He slipped a little slip. But they're making it pretty obvious who they consider to be worthy of protection, which is the pedophiles. Release the Epstein files.
Yeah,
and going after citizens or could be citizens they don't even know. They have no idea who they are. They're just targeting them because
the color of the
how they
skin
look or the accent that they're speaking, which is makes me worry for anyone coming to this country for any kind of event
or existing in this country for any kind of reason.
Of course. But I don't understand how you would want to welcome people into your country for a sporting event when secretly on the inside you hate them for who they are.
Because they're not going to target a German.
Well, that makes me think of the, what was it, the 1931 Olympics, where there was that big kerfuffle over whether the athletes from the African nations would be allowed to play.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Because they were in white nationalist country.
That's a whole debacle.
I have to stop and pause and talk about how beautiful Bree's looking over there.
Well, I mean,
looking all seductive.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, Bree.
Oh, hi.
Good girl.
Hi.
Oh, look.
I just finished I didn't realize you all were talking about me. I just finished my makeup, so it's not great.
I know. I was just going to say you've got blush on, and yet your face turned 3 more shades of red.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Bree.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This Olympics is going to be a shit show anyway because they're already removing any women who don't pass their test, right? That's the plan. They're gonna be doing chromosome karyotype testing.
Explain this to me. I'm trying to explain this.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah, they're bringing mixed sex testing as part of their whole. We have to keep deviants out of women's sports specifically. So they're at the moment they're going with karyotype testing. They used to do hormone level monitoring and a bunch of different things, but at the moment the the aim is we're going to check your chromosomes, and if you have the wrong configuration of chromosomes, you're not a woman, get out. And the reason they stopped doing that was because they found a whole bunch of women happen to have a Y chromosome.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
It was getting so bad that they were having trouble having enough people to compete in some events. And there were very popular female athletes who were being told they couldn't compete because they weren't female in the right way.
Yeah.
So their own testing.
But they keep changing it. That's why they keep moving the goalpost.
Right, AJ, exactly.
And the super interesting thing. Oh, sorry. And the super interesting thing is you don't necessarily know if you're XX or XY unless you get tested. And most people don't ever get tested because they don't have a reason to.
Right. Yeah, those women were finding out at the Olympics that they were intersex is basically what it was. That they had chromosomal anomalies. They were finding that out live in front of a fucking panel of judges. A life-changing, life-altering event. And these are women. They're women who can give birth. Some of them have kids. But they're going to decide that they're men, which is so funny because for the last 5-6 years, the right-wing people have been laughing at us for implying that that men can give birth, and now they're going off that for the reason why the Olympics can't have these athletes in place because they're men, but they give birth, so it makes sense.
They're outright saying this. These people who give birth, well, they're men though, if we define it a certain way. But it should be noted that is a more technically progressive option than what they used to do, which was have women athletes stripped down in front of a panel of male judges who then brought in a male physician who then reached in all their orifices in front of this panel of judges to confirm their femininity.
What the actual hell?
She's gross.
This is hell that we are living in. Why do they hate us?
You don't have to go through all this if you just want to play D&D. It's all about sports.
Fair.
Sorry. Oh, that was funny.
It's more of the cruelty is the point. It's more women are the subject class, and they have to, if you want to be allowed to compete, you have to jump through these hoops that the men say. It's just control of women.
Yeah, right. Just like the Hegseth trying to control, change regulations on the military and making it so all the physical fitness tests have to be what a man can do. And if you can't reach that platitude, well, you're not going to be able to be, I guess, a service person. Are they going to kick people out? Like, I am confused.
It does seem to be a measure to kick women out of the military without saying we're kicking women out of the military.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's plenty of women who can do that physical fitness test.
Yeah. They'll find another way. They'll find something else.
I mean, yeah.
Go ahead, Lilith.
I remember this was years and years ago, but I actually had done the physical fitness test and I was getting ready to actually go into the military, and then I put my hand, and then they looked at my hand, they're like, yeah, you're not going.
Oh,
because
damn.
of that. But yeah, I mean, it's just like how many women are going to get kicked out of the military for stupid reasons that could literally run circles around the men up there? I know several men in the military that I run circles around now. I mean, it's just like.
And to think that physical fitness is the main component of I don't know, the army or whatever, I don't understand because as far as I'm concerned, I might not be the most physically fit person, but I guarantee a dude couldn't give birth. Like, he could not take the pain to give birth. I'm not saying he can't physically. I'm just saying if he were put in that kind of pain, he would not be able to take it.
Yeah.
So
but I might not
years ago, I was
Yeah.
on the wrestling team, and I had
mean-
to
And let's be
compete
serious
against a
about it.
man.
We're not out running around in the field with guns anymore. That's not how wars are fought, at least not by the US anymore. You're someone sitting in a fucking booth
Don't we
with
have
with
drones?
an array of buttons,
I mean,
right?
It's
Yeah, I mean-
mental. Mentality like is probably the biggest proponent of it, if you ask me.
yeah, exactly. And if you sit there and tell me that there are no women who are good physicists or good or women who are not good like nuclear physicists or biologists or anything like that, I guarantee you I can come up with 10 that are better than any guy you can point me to. It's just it's stupid because they constantly want to sit there and degrade women to the point that they think that we belong, as the old saying goes, barefoot in the ocean. Yeah, try me. Tell me to go make you a sandwich and see where that gets you, because that's not going to end well for you.
See what happens.
My ex-husband told me that, and it didn't end well for him.
Good,
No,
F
you don't do
him.
that.
I'll hit him for you if you want me to.
The funny thing about not being able to take labor and delivery. So my first one, my epidural had completely worn off by the time that I was done with it. My ex broke his hand and passed out before he got to the hospital.
Oh Jesus! What the
To
heck?
have them set it. Yeah, I was just like, and I've broken my hand before. I know what it feels like. I mean, come on, dude.
The only people I ever had
Yeah.
pass out on me while I was giving them a tattoo were men. I've never had a woman pass out from getting a tattoo before.
Yeah, they've passed out.
I've heard
What
that
the
I didn't even know that you gave tattoos. I didn't even know that.
Not anymore. This is what I did when I was in
I'm saying though, you just you never cease to amaze me. With how
We
many
gotta
I wasn't
go
good
with
at it.
do. You're just an amazing individual.
Okay, but now I want the Brie tattoo.
And I have an honor of knowing you.
Yeah,
now.
I've seen men. I've
feel
seen
so
men pass
humble.
out on like arm tattoos, like this one. I've got my chest covered, and I
Yeah,
was just like, "Okay, what's next?" I mean,
Mine's not a big deal either. I have one right on the back of my neck, and I don't know. It didn't. I'm not trying to be like silly, but it didn't bother me whatsoever. I felt
the first one.
I felt
40
this, and that's what I felt for several hours, and that was
I
it.
tattooed my own tummy, so.
Oh, that's so cool, Bree.
okay.
Yeah,
I
I like
do feel
it.
free.
I love that top too.
I
Brie.
have 3, and I had first when I was 40 years old, and everybody thought I was gonna be scared, and I just sat there like, "Oh, this is it."
Right, like this is what
It's like an ass
would,
scratch.
Kelly.
Give me a break.
I actually kind of like the feeling, I'm not going to lie, but I'm a bit of a freak, so.
Well, I kind of say that, but it did, like
We know.
it didn't bother me whatsoever. I
mean,
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's
within
like-
certain
it's a buzz.
margins. I mean, it can't go on forever, but just a little, for me, it was a nice feeling.
Well, because in my head, even if it did hurt, in my head, I'm like, nothing's happening. This the tiniest little needle is what's touching my skin. Like nothing will ever happen. Even if I was in pain, I'm not going to die. My flesh isn't going to rip apart. You know, like my brain could tell me things that I needed to hear to keep me level-headed.
Yeah, it doesn't even pierce the skin. It enters the skin, but it doesn't go all the way through. That's the point. It's to put the ink into the skin, not under it.
The point. I saw what you did there, Ember.
Is that it,
point.
Bree? They only go into the epidermis. Is that what it's?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to go any deeper than that. You should be taught that before you start sticking needles into people.
Well, anyway, basically, there's plenty of pain that we could do the pain Olympics if we really wanted to, but I just feel like it's so unnecessary. And Hegseth getting up there at Quantico talking about people being fat in the army or not being able to pass, rigorous tests and whatever else he was jerking off about on that stage.
The male standard.
Right, the male standard. It just made me feel like all he wanted to do was stand up there with his bros and show his wiener. Like that's kind of it just felt like a dick showing contest.
Let's keep in mind that this is the man that had a makeup room installed in the Pentagon. So he can look good on TV. Yes, he really did.
Sure did.
Oh,
we covered
I
it
didn't
on
know that.
the news
He had a
show.
makeup room installed.
A makeup or will.
Wow.
Now, don't get me wrong. Every good department of propaganda has to have its anchors, and they have to look pretty so they can communicate with the viewers and all that sort of stuff. But like, it's not necessarily supposed. When do you ever see the Secretary of Defense like raising the flag and leading the army in battle? Like, that just doesn't ever happen. And here's this jackass like, I'm drunk, we're invading Chicago, everybody get your battle gear on. Like, the fuck are we doing?
I hate when people have to dig around. Hegseth and Trump said the primary purpose of the military was to fight the enemy within. Thank you, Brent. That is such a good point. They want to turn our service people on us.
Well, they're not entirely wrong. As the plaque at West Point, where U.S. Army officers are, or at least used to be trained, the difference between the United States military and so many other countries is we don't swear loyalty to the ruler, whether it's a president or a prime minister or a king. We swear to defend the Constitution. And so Trump is actually kind of right when he says it's the obligation of the military to defend us from the enemy within. The problem is that, like everything else conservatives and nationalist Christians say, it's pure projection. They are the enemy, and it's an invitation for the military to do something about it.
Boom. Exactly. That's I'm glad that you made that point, Ember. They're the people who know what he's saying. They hear the whistles. They understand what he's trying to get across. I just wonder how many people in that room were uncomfortable hearing what he was saying.
I imagine quite a few. They're all career military, right? And like
I've watched some. I watched some different shows about where we're going over and looking and telling who the people are, and the camera hits them and saying this person is this, the first black female general in the Navy or whatever. I don't know if that's what she was, but like, you could see the looks on their faces when they were hearing this freaking frat bro up there giving his giving his speech between keg stands about how manly that we all need to be, and his fraternity's the best fraternity. That's what it was. That was just a freaking bro up there trying to make sure that, hey, if you're not a bro, get the hell out of my army because I'm making a bro army. It's like
it's like no more DEI. No more fat people. No, like he just kept rattling off all of these insults about people who were in that room. Like you are talking to people in that room.
It's a manipulation tactic. It's negging. It's saying you're fat, you're ugly, no one wants you. But I am willing to give you a chance to prove yourself worthy. But first, you have to meet all these requirements. It's manipulation. But it's not the first time we've seen this sort of thing. Remember when W was going all hog wild about, there's enemies within, there's pockets and cells and insurrectionists and Al-Qaeda and all this and that. And there was talk about using the military against U.S. citizens. And a bunch of active duty people who are now the generals and admirals, as well as a bunch of us veterans, were talking about, like, what if we find an Al-Qaeda cell in the middle of Chicago, for example? That's a complicated issue because it's an unspoken rule, but it's a very clear rule within the military that when someone gives you an order to turn your weapons on U.S. citizens, you point your weapon at them instead.
Well, let's hope if they get that call that's what they do.
Now, what I'm trying to understand is they're even trying to attack people that are working in the civil department because it's the job. They don't even have to have physical strength, like working at a computer all day. Why do they have to have physical strength?
Right.
And they're just typing stuff in the computer. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems great.
Physical fitness is great, but the military has long since valued a good brain, especially a brain that's capable of both tactics and strategy, which is a rare thing. Some people are good at one or the other, but both is rare. And that matters a whole lot more than how many push-ups you can do.
Right. In this world with the technology that we have nowadays, you have to be well-rounded. You truly have to be. It can't just be a matter of physical fitness. You have to go beyond the physicality of it all. And honestly, I think these guys are such pussies. Anybody like Hegseth who has to speak down to people like that, be so freaking pretentious and haughty and self-righteous, he's not the kind of person who mentally can handle the things that somebody at war would need to handle. In my opinion, I just don't think that he could do it. I would feel safer with any of y'all any given day than I would with that dude.
And the irony there is that the commander-in-chief doesn't have either the brains or the physical. So like, why don't they start there?
That's exactly.
Let's see Trump do those tests. I want to see Trump. Wait, you got fucking Hegseth up there talking about physical fitness tests, and then you get Trump up there saying how he's going to go down them stairs really slow, really cool, really chill.
And he couldn't climb.
No, if
he
you
couldn't climb the escalator on foot either.
Right.
He did a whole investigation about the escalator gate because he had to walk up it.
And he tried to make it like it was all about like his wife. Well, thank goodness she's at a very physically fit. But okay, what about you, bro? Were you complaining for her or were you complaining for yourself? Because if she's physically fit, then it was no big deal. Yeah, how many times I come up to an escalator and the damn thing don't work and I just walk? Like it's not the end of the world. You just walk. I mean, obviously, if you have a disability or something, but for someone like him, that should not be a problem. But you got him complaining about that while you've got Hegseth saying, well, you've got to be in the tippiest of the toppiest shape. Okay. Good luck with that.
I was trying to find the video of Pete Hegseth doing his fitness thing where he couldn't do the pull up, or he couldn't do a one pull up, and then they showed a woman with a baby, the papoose baby, and on the front of her, just doing pull ups next to it. I can't find it. I don't know where it went. It was I'm looking.
I did not know that. I didn't know that. So he tried to do
that.
I need to see that. Somebody in the audience, please hook us up.
I know.
I need to see.
When he did the fitness challenge thing with RFK, and they both were doing different workout routines, but from what I understand, he was not very well. Didn't have the upper body strength to pull his own body up on a pull-up bar, which is problematic if you ever have to pull yourself up on a ladder or something, sir, in the military. So
right.
You're a wall.
Isn't that the whole purpose of some of those tests is because you're supposed to be able to either carry somebody with you or scale some kind of, I don't know, mountain or wall or what have you. But just because you can't do a pull-up doesn't mean you could not do those things. I've climbed rocks, I've scaled things, and I don't think that I could do a pull-up. And I'm still really strong.
You don't need to be able to do a pull-up to control a drone. It's not.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. I mean, we've been recruiting for video games for decades. The fuck?
It was.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen videos of women like pick guys up doing like the fireman's carry, pick them up while they're wearing high heels and still carry them further than the guy they were competing with. Like,
listen, I guarantee you Beyonce could carry any one of those military personnel in her high heels singing a fucking song. Yeah. I'm just saying, girl is a boss. Like, she's strong. She can do it all. I mean, I just feel like it's weird to think that, someone like Bad Bunny is looked at like, oh, he's not manly enough, when you've got women who dress exactly the same who can do those kind of physical fitness stuff. I'm just saying, like, your dress has nothing to do with it. The way you talk, nothing.
Yeah, when I was in high school early, I went through a fireman training program. So we had to learn how to lift. So we had to do it, to lift the thing, had to hold in your hand and how to lift these people out. So, yeah. But it can be done, because I saw this picture was all Black woman fire team.
Oh, cool.
And the men were on there going crazy. Yeah, this is nice. And until they have to do some real work.
Why they always have to say some dumb shit like that?
In order for them to be in that position, that is a strenuous training program.
They've already went through their testing to get to that position. And a lot of it is just, if you've gone through the training, it's about how to use your body, how to use your mass to balance their mass on top of you. Like how, I mean, am I the strongest person? No, but my legs can lift a lot of weight. So once you get the person up, you can get them to where you need to go. It's just train me how to do it. Train me how to get them up on my back, and I'm good to go. Just saying.
Just play catch.
Throw them at you. Throw them at me. Okay, so Kristi Noem. She has just been, I don't know, I want to say cosplaying every position in the government that she can that makes her look like she's somebody important. The fact that she walks around with ice hats, the desaturated flag hats, having the full-blown vest and equipment on her, and the belt with all the little attachments, as if she's, I don't know, she's just cosplaying as somebody important.
Yeah, she is. I was just thinking that earlier when we were watching that video, and she was all just like what is she playing?
Yeah.
Like, why do they even allow her to do that?
I do feel like that's a little strange.
She cosplays. That's it.
So how is it that she's allowed to put on that equipment and dress like that when she's not done any of the testing or, whatever it is it takes to become ice, which probably isn't much.
But like, isn't that like impersonating an officer or something like that? Like,
No, actually, so the ICE ads have been everywhere lately, including the YouTube I watch with my son when he's over and we're just hanging out. It's wild. Like, they've got that $50,000 sign-on bonus because they're so desperate for people who just really want to join Meal Team 6. But the requirements are like stupid. It's oh my goodness. It's like you have to speak English. You have to be willing to shoot people. Defend your community. I'll see if I can find them, but it's fucking laughable.
Please do. Please do. Oh, so is burning the flag, has anything changed about that? Did he sign an executive order about that, or
no?
Yeah.
No, okay, I wasn't sure because
no, he can't.
I have it, but not with the woman, just with Hegseth trying to do the pull up.
You found it?
Yeah.
Stop.
It's very short, but yeah, here.
So
because he can't do it. Once he can't do it, it's over. But yeah, pull it on it.
Let's see.
Here we go.
Who inspired us to do this? It was President Trump. It was President Trump.
I know from my gym class that that one wouldn't count. That my gym coach would have been
I know, right?
Do it again.
Yeah, sure wouldn't.
Kick the legs up.
Keep your legs straight, they would have said. Keep your legs straight. That's not how you do a pull up.
That was the best. Oh my God, Bree, thank you so much. That made my day. Just watching him trying to gyrate and hump the air to get his body up there. Like, oh man.
Oh my God.
He impregnated the air, just so y'all know. The way he was humping it.
If I have nightmares, I'm blaming you now. Oh my God.
Don't worry, if you have nightmares, just get to a high place. He can't pull himself up there.
Love that.
Oh shit, Bree, that's good. Just wear heels. Just wear heels. He won't be able to reach it. It's all good. No worries.
Yeah,
I'm 2 years older than
They should make that the video that they show all the new military people when they tell them you gotta be in shape, you have to meet the male standards. Not like that. Then show them the video.
This is not how you meet the male standards, right?
Exactly. Like,
no.
But I would pay money to watch him try to complete all of those tests.
oh yeah, you know you can't. He's just
Oh yeah.
oh no.
Do we? I was just asking in the private chat actually, but do y'all need any like a commercial break, water break, bathroom break, or anything?
I mean,
I'm good for now. I just got here though, so.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I
true.
drink coffee.
I'm all right.
I
All
was
right.
late. And I'm out of coffee, so I'm drinking milk.
Oh, you're just drinking
no.
milk?
I mean, it does a body good, apparently. So I'm told.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So-
if it makes me look
have
anything like Brie,
3
then I'm gonna go
drinks
get
here,
myself
so-
a cow and start.
Oh,
sucking on
girl.
it.
Right?
Milk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you want to buy me a coffee,
Yeah, and if you would like to buy Brie a coffee, I'm sure that you can do that. Links probably are in the description.
they usually are.
I think Ember
There's
handled
links
that.
to the channels.
Okay, well,
at least
through those
let me
links.
see if I can see it. I
Could
can't.
be a
see it.
thing. We could do a Java and Jugs coffee thing, like
Ooh.
KOFI.
Right, like a Kofi. Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, there's
Jose? I'm
a
sorry.
link to Bree's channel, youtube.com/@HiveSci. But yeah, we don't have fundraising links on here.
Well, you know, another question I wanted to ask you guys about the NFL thing. Who here? I mean, you probably already said it, but do any of you watch football whatsoever? You do?
Only
Who's your
if it's
team?
NCAA and only if it's the Texas Longhorns. Other than that, I don't care.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't watch football.
I'm a college. I do watch college more than the regular because I'm a Michigan alumni fan. So, but I do watch the football. Yeah.
I'm a Longhorn alum, so I kind of have to. And I live in Texas, so football is life here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to watch the commercials, but I don't. It's so hard to watch a sport where people like an army lines up wearing full body armor to play a fucking game, and then they do the yelling, and then there's 4 seconds of action, and then they pause for another 2 minutes to have a quick commercial break. Like, it is the most people complain about baseball being slow. Football,
Right.
you get 4 seconds of action every 6 minutes. Get the
Yeah.
fuck
also-
out.
When they have a whole bunch of timeouts.
Right.
And also,
Wait a
there's
second.
hardly any
You're gonna lose anyway.
foot to ball. There's hardly any foot to ball.
Yeah, there's yeah.
Why do they call it football? I have a problem with that. I
Right,
watch
it's kinda weird,
real
huh?
football, soccer. Soccer is the real football. Okay.
Well, Hubs is from England, so he watches rugby, and rugby's so different. They barely have
Yeah.
any
Oh.
padding.
Well, that was what I was gonna say.
like-
Is I don't like American football because of all the padding and stuff. I can't see how sexy the dudes there are. Why should I care who wins?
Well, and another thing too is, I mean, I don't know, I haven't researched, so if anybody in the audience knows better, but that there is a difference with, even though the rugby players don't wear all the equipment that the American
they don't.
footballers do, they don't have the same kind of injuries, because if you know that you're running into somebody full throttle and you've got your helmet and all your gear on, you're probably going to be a little more careless because you're protected. But when you just have your body, like, sure, you're still rough, but you're not going to do any damage to yourself intentionally. Of course not. So you will be a little more careful. So the injuries are way different. The footballers in this country, what is that? It's not degenerative, is it?
Concussion.
Oh, you're just talking about
Yeah, but isn't it
Talking
called?
about, like, degenerative disc disease?
Is that, I don't know, but
no,
there's
it's
brain
chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
brain injury or something. Yes.
I know something.
Yeah, it's like the chronic brain injury that they get.
Right. So
What's
we're
that movie with Will Smith when that movie was about that? That was a pretty good movie though.
Oh, I don't know if I
the
saw
brain
that
injury.
one.
Let me try to think of the name of it. But yeah, he had.
Yeah,
he was-
CTE is the name of it.
There we go. Thank you, guys. So we're talking about a corporation, where billionaires basically own entertainers, right? For the most part, they can tell them what to do. And so Kristi Noem, Donald Trump, Hegseth, whatever these freaking GOP people are calling the NFL woke. And I think that is absolutely
Hate America.
Number one, the NFL is not woke. They're practically anti-woke. The only woke thing about them is because they employ, people of color. That might be the only woke thing about them. But they don't care about their professional football players. They didn't care about Kaepernick when he was kneeling, and the reasons behind him kneeling. But if they decide to kneel for whatever reason, then that's absolutely okay. So we're talking about an organization who really can't get its shit together to figure out where its moral compass points. So considering the NFL is like this good organization, woke, I feel it's just really silly coming from that party.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe, okay. They had the memorial for CK during one of the games where they posted his picture on the
really?
and all that stuff. Yeah.
At the NFL?
Yes. Yes, one of the games they posted his picture and a moment of silence and all that crap. So how are you talking that they're woke?
Right? I mean, their actions show you that is not what that organization is about.
They're looking at money. What's gonna
right
the people in
and staying silent. If anything, they try to silence their players if they speak up about things. They don't want that for their team because then their fan base gets their panties in a wad.
So, I mean, there is a level of, and maybe they're doing the whole, the Bud Light thing, but like, you have to be able to appeal to a broader audience. And despite what, the loud MAGA people might claim, the majority of people in the United States are not cis white dudes who freak out about rainbows. That's not actually a demographic, right? It's
it's so funny.
And they think it is. And anything that's not written specifically to appeal to that demographic is what they call woke. So, like, how do you even define it at this point?
It's so freaky what upsets them and what gets a bee in their bonnet. But they say that we're the snowflakes. Like, bro, you can't right. Exactly.
Every single thing is just they're taking a thing about themselves they're insecure about or they know people won't like or whatever, and they're pushing it on someone else. It's they do the same thing with literally everything, up to and including, perhaps most especially, the fact they're child predators, shall we say, for PG audiences.
Right. Just a bunch of propaganda.
Is this dude still in the side chat trying to convince us that women means eggs? Is that guy really still out there? This witch master guy.
Oh, what do you say?
Women's is eggs, y'all.
What? That's his birds. Women's is eggs.
Eggs are too damn expensive.
Oh, I didn't even realize they were saying that stuff, you guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We got mods coming out our nose out there. I'll take care of it. Really great people. Like Maya's out there. Left-handed Jedi's out there. It's taken care of. It's just funny to see someone like that committed to.
He's still there. I see.
I didn't even see it until y'all said something.
Me either.
Yeah.
I've been distracted by it.
Witchmaster.
Women are eggs. These women.
He can't even say bitch.
I enjoy the you know what? Let's pull up the thing so everybody can see. I like the logo, how it's like the welcome to Night Vale eyeball.
No eggs. I'm gonna have some eggs after the show. I'm gonna fry them right up. When I get those eggs in my belly, I will be officially a woman.
Is that how we do it? Oh
Yeah.
man, I put the egg in my twat. Fuck, I knew I was
doing it wrong all
women
the time.
anymore?
Wait.
As long as the egg is inside your body, babe. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Then I can't be a woman because I'm a vegan.
I just
What the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
I don't need eggs.
AJ, you have to be a man then.
You're not even human.
I know, gross, right?
No, not human.
That's right. That's the inevitable entailment of conservative nonsense. Is anybody who doesn't meet whatever the arbitrary criteria is a man. So AJ, you are a man who has given birth. Congratulations.
Finally, I made it to the top. Now I'm a man.
You now qualify for 70% more pay for the same job.
Yes.
On Easter, we're all women.
I know, passport white, so it's perfect.
He's an Ammonite.
Sorry, Kip cracks me up.
Kip. He's a funny guy, Dr. Kip. Well, I won't be paying any damn attention to the halftime show or football because it's just not my thing. I mean, I don't care, if people enjoy it, good. Yeah. Please enjoy it. I'm glad you have some entertainment that works for you. For me, it just seems like a whole big capital venture. It's all about the commercials, right? Like a lot of the people watch it because they just enjoy the commercials, which I just find so weird that there's such a big discussion about the new commercials that appeared at the Super Bowl. Like
I do like the finger foods though. I mean, every Super Bowl party I've ever been invited to, when I get there, there's always a space where the people who don't care about football go and hang out and just eat snacks and gossip.
We go out. We are food.
I'm always the one in the corner with the dogs. Like the dogs.
Oh yeah, if there's a dog at a Super Bowl party.
And who could forget Left Shark? We get so many iconic memes out of the Super Bowl too. It's pageantry. It's the Broadway version of sports.
Pageantry.
It's basically Shark Week for normies, I guess.
And it's all like an opportunity for them to show their might too at this upcoming Super Bowl, right? With their police presence, their ice force or whatever. It's like, oh, look how big and tough and strong the United States are. And we take no guff. Yeah, we don't give a crap about your rights either. It's nothing to be proud of. I don't understand how they continuously brag about that.
What is it that Chris's commercial about fascism is like, under fascism, you don't have to worry about who deserves human rights because the answer is nobody.
Nothing.
It makes it so much easier when you don't have to think about it and somebody else tells you what to do. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully they don't hide the human rights up high because then Pete Hegseth won't be able to get to them.
Oh no. He'll need to do a pull-up.
Why didn't he just pull himself up with his bootstraps to get his chin above that bar?
Ooh.
Right?
Too weak. And you know what? Another thing I hate about Hegseth as well is Doug Wilson, that freaking pastor that he totes around. I know that guy's a perv, allegedly. I just know it. I can see it in his eyes, allegedly, that guy touches people he shouldn't, allegedly. I swear to goodness, allegedly, he does that.
I mean, there are allegedly allegations. He does run a cult, an actual by the book, point for point fucking cult. So it's been known to that's one of the features of cults, right? Like it's not a universal, so it's not one of the criteria to determine a cult, but like every single cult that researchers have ever investigated involves that kind of behavior.
I'm going to say it right now. I've been doing this show called Charlatan's Web that covers a lot of cults, and eventually any cult leader or religious leader for that matter it's going to come down to them getting a message from God that says, look, you got to let me fuck your wives.
Yeah. Come on. You got to.
The gods, whatever the god, alien, angels, they told me I got to fuck your wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have to.
I don't want to. That celestial beings they like me to fuck your wife, so that's what we're gonna do.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, so Doug Wilson thinks that the 19th Amendment, women's suffrage, was a bad idea. So he doesn't think that women should be able to vote. He's another one of those men who believes that women should just be silent, barefoot, pregnant, in the kitchen, worshiping the ground that he walks on, allegedly. And it's like they talk such big game and all this smack about like what a real man is. I don't look at him and get real man. Not from their standards. I mean, in my standards, if you're a good person and you treat people with respect, that like, there you go, there's a man for me. But according to your long list of what a man should be, Doug Wilson ain't one, honey.
I wonder what they do with all these people who don't meet their if you have any kind of deviation, hormonal, chromosomal abnormalities, whatever, you're not a woman. But if you're, Doug Wilson, you're not a man either. So what do you do? Are they like making it? Maybe that's what they mean when they say transgender for everybody. Like everyone is non-binary. We saw it in the executive order earlier this year.
I'm confused.
They hate us.
They do hate us. And I believe a lot of that comes from their own Bible.
Right. Hate yourself and then hate your neighbor. That's how it went, right?
That's how it works.
That's what Jesus said on the Sermon on the Mount, I heard.
Yeah. Right before he healed that dude and then told him to go make a sacrifice with a priest because neither were sacrifices over and done with, and neither was Jesus a priest. So, there's that. But I mean, we can't trust the Bible for information about Jesus. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, so Wilson also criticized the 1964 Civil Rights Act, saying racism is a sin, but there ought not to be a law forcing a renter to rent to whoever. Wowsies.
How old is this fucker?
He looks like he's in his 60s. I don't know. Would you guys say? Have you seen him before?
No. If I did, I don't know I don't know.
You'd throw up.
I would throw up.
you would throw up. Truly.
I must confess, I keep confusing him with Andrew Wilson, who's an entirely different hate preacher. Yeah, Andrew Wilson is one of the nemesis of Kent Hovind. Not to be confused with the other Andrew Wilson, who's the debate bro.
So he's 72.
There's so many fucking Wilsons.
Okay, so he's close to my mom's age then.
And he talks like that. It's pretty pathetic at that ripe old age. You've not learned nothing. So annoying.
But his age, that doesn't really surprise me though, sadly. Because that's how they were raised. Because my mom was a child during the civil rights movement and Jim Crow laws and all that stuff. So she saw that. So, she's a little bit older than Ruby Bridges, who was
really?
So yeah, a little bit older than her.
Wow.
So yeah, she'll be 77. Well, she just turned 77. So yeah.
We're still living and existing in that world. We're not that far removed.
Yeah. Jim Crow is living memory.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, and it's like we insist that we've moved so far beyond that, while we're also making moves to go back to that.
Oh yeah, check that out.
The gaslight.
People saying that Erica Gussie Gibbons has good videos about Wilson.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she got on that train hard earlier this year when Ken Ham, who is arguably her nemesis, with the possible exception of Donnie Deals, but that's a whole other thing that we don't have time for romance right now, to borrow from Chris. Ken Ham had like the what did they call it, the Feast and Fascism conference at the Ark, something like that. And Doug Wilson was like the key address speaker. And so Eric was like, let's learn about this cult fucker from Idaho Stan. It's just, oh, wow. And there's so much. In Erica fashion, there's hours of content. And it's delightful.
Oh, you know who else I wanted to mention today, too, that just got arrested? The one spiritual advisor to Trump, Robert Morris. Did y'all see that?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I did not.
Yeah, Robert Morris was one of the dudes that he appointed to his, I don't know if it was the faith office or which of the religious
spiritually advisory council or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, so
Paula White was a spiritual advisor that his first term. I don't think she is anymore.
I think she's still part of the council, but I don't know that she's like the leader or whatever. But yeah, Robert Morris, Trump appointed him in his during the first election. And yeah, so he's been arrested for being a perv and not allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Interesting because the victim was 12 years old, and last week Trump was saying about the babies shouldn't have the what vaccine was it? I forgot what vaccine it was at birth because it prevents sexually transmitted diseases. And so
the hepatitis. Yeah, the
yeah,
hepatitis, the HPV.
and so the age he chose for children to have it was age 12. It's like,
yeah, the HPV.
Okay.
Okay. So is that the age you're saying that kids are having sex? Is that what you're trying to say, Trump?
That's the age that he has sex with him at. I mean,
that part,
allegedly. Ember. As long as you say allegedly.
Do I have to say allegedly?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we're just going to get Chris in trouble. So let's just.
Okay, allegedly we'll get Chris in trouble.
I'm not going to worry
Can't prove
about
anything, you do.
him.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, good. Let's be honest. This stream is already demonetized. We talk shit about a fucking MAGA demon and also Christy Nome, and it's just we're all on lists. All of you in the chats are on lists too.
Yeah, we're personas non grata at this point.
Oh, honey, you think this is my first list?
I've been on a list.
I'm on lots of lists, sweetie.
Yeah, why is that riot gas isn't
Oh, trust me, I'm on every list there is. So
it's a chemical weapon, but be sure that it doesn't count for the cops. Yeah, I mean, cops were throwing those canisters at pregnant women. Remember that Wall of Moms or whatever it was called? I don't know if y'all remember. Do you remember Wall of Moms?
There were so many protests.
There were. Yeah, honestly, there's been so many. Basically, for me,
that probably sounds way hotter than you meant it to.
Wait, what? Say again.
So that sounds way hotter than you probably meant it to.
Oh shit!
Think of all the eggs.
I didn't even know what I said.
I'm gonna bounce off a Wall of Moms. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Hell's Bell says if you go to the subreddit Pastor Arrest every damn day, multiple arrests, most of them for the worst sexual misconduct, abuse.
Thank you for that.
I haven't seen this subreddit, but there's a news website called Joe My God. Same thing. Every single day, it's another pastor or a teacher at a Christian school or something like that. At least one every damn day.
Y'all have
stuff
to
on their hard drives, whatever.
Do me a favor
Allegedly.
and put those links in the Discord, so I have them. I didn't realize there was. So it's difficult sometimes to find good stories.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, that's what the website is for. Joe My God. Because one variant of my Sunday evening show has sometimes been news, and I tried to focus on science news, but sometimes I'd throw in some current events to get people to actually watch the damn thing. And I'd open Joe My God, and I wouldn't even have to go past the first page, and there was more content than I could cover in a show. It's just there's so much fucking insanity going on.
It's really sad. I mean, we know that we have these pervs in our government, in our country, and we protect them. We have a list that would expose or whatever, not necessarily a list, but archived material of who knows what from Epstein. We don't even know what's on those tapes. That is proof enough of what these people have done behind the scenes, and we won't even go after them. The Israeli guy who got caught in Las Vegas for trying to have sex with somebody underage to meet up with them, he just got sent away. He got a deal. They sent him out 2 days later, and he'll probably never be able to come back to the country, but I don't even know that that's the truth.
Yeah.
He might be.
This country seems to love sex traffickers and stuff. But we import them from other countries. When the Tates got arrested for sex trafficking, and It's like, hell yeah, we need to get those guys to Florida ASAP. That's the kind of people we want. Those are the kind of immigrants that we want. We don't need the brown people. We need the sex traffickers. Right?
Well, if they actually cared about sex trafficking, like wanting to stop it, I should say, if they actually cared about wanting to stop the abuse of children and vulnerable people, they wouldn't have cut all the programs. They've cut funding to those programs that help victims, that catch the perpetrators. So is that not proof enough for the American people that they do not care about protecting children? They don't care about protecting you, and they definitely do not care about protecting kids.
Oh no, like everyone's favorite deceased podcaster who was on about how, sometimes children may have to die, but that's fine as long as I get to keep my full magazine automatic yada yada. I may have
collateral damage.
It didn't matter if his child 10 years old got attacked and she would still have the baby,
Yeah.
So true, Rainbow Ash. God isn't good or bad. It's not real, I should say.
That's facts.
It isn't real.
So speaking of not protecting children, I know we were going to talk about this, that raid that they did in an apartment in Chicago, and they had like
let's talk about that a little bit.
It's crazy because they say they had several children, and let me see if I can find the quote. So basically they were saying that the reason they were taking these children was so that they would be protected from the gang activity and whatever. But how did they take them? They zip tied them. Like little kids to keep them safe.
Yeah, there's evidence of that. There's photos of it. Children, like basically the toddlers.
But here's the thing. There is Children Protective Services.
Right, but like
they let them do their job. They're taking the job of people.
Yeah, they came to an apartment building. What did they think? They were only going to find adults? No, clearly there's going to be children involved. So come up with a complete plan where you're going to keep these children actually safe and not like tie them up like
keeping them safe. Because you understand is that not everybody can live in this cozy area. Some people only can live in not the greatest area, and the parent does the best that they can do. And they're little. I've lived in areas that was not the greatest area, but when you opened up my door of my apartment or my house, that was a sanctuary, and I had to keep it as best as I could to protect my family, but I couldn't afford nothing because how much stuff was. Or it is now. It's even worse now. So that's crazy, though. But it's another way they're targeting a certain demographic.
Yeah, so allegedly they say that they what was that gang called? Something Trendeawa. And that's the reason why they targeted that specific building. And so the quote says, for their own safety, the children's safety, and to ensure that these children were not being trafficked, abused, or otherwise exploited, these children were taken into custody until they could be put in the care of a safe guardian or the state. But like, how the fuck is tying them up, keeping them safe, or making their lives better than
zip tying a child for their protection? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's what the abusers do.
Yeah, it's the same thing like we've been saying. That's fascism, and everything is reversed. The Department of Peace is about war. The up is down. Big Brother is watching you.
Yeah.
All that shit. Whenever they say something about their opponents, it is always true of themselves. Whenever they declare something, the opposite is true. It's in the fucking rule book. If they don't do it, they get kicked out of the club. It's a contract violation or something. You could almost set your watch by it.
Yeah, but the way they're going about this is so ridiculous. Like they're acting like, oh, we didn't realize that there were going to be children involved. And there's another part of the article that across the U.S., U.S.-born children who are citizens have become collateral damage in the crackdown of undocumented immigrants. And this article was by CNN, and that CNN identified more than 100 U.S. citizen children from newborn age up to teenagers who have been left stranded without their parents because of the immigration actions just this year, just within the last few months. Like, it's insane.
That's crazy. Makes no sense.
And it's another
they don't
reason.
care about the children.
No, it's not that they don't care. It's that is an intended consequence. That's one of the reasons they do the fire hose of bullshit thing. Because you recall in the days when the crazy deportations first started, we were getting news stories all the time of like, a mother was deported and they sent her U.S. citizen child who has terminal cancer with her. And now no one knows where the child is, and they're not getting treatment and etc. That sort of thing. The fire hose of bullshit lets them blast those kinds of stories right out of the news cycle because it's, oh, Trump is having a UFC fight on his 80th birthday.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing?
That's literally their strategy, is to just absolutely like flood the media cycle with everything. So even if something bad pops up, there's something else going on 12 hours later, and everybody forgets about it. That's why
they're not even trying to hide that either, because that's part of the point, is to let you know you're being gaslit and make you consciously choose to opt in. Like, the last thing they did where people were like, we're not being distracted, where are the Epstein files? And Trump does this.
I was going to say that.
He's like, okay, you got me. I'm releasing all the government files we have on the secret case of Amelia Earhart. Mm-hmm. Oh, that wasn't what you were asking for? Well, that starts with an E. It's close enough, isn't it? Like, we didn't care about the UFO files or the moon landing files or any of this other confabulated nonsense. And now you're like, oh, but Amelia Earhart. It doesn't work. They know it doesn't work. But now there's a crazy thing they did to talk about instead of what they're doing. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Manufacturing consent for everything. They find a way. They find a way to gaslight us into stuff.
I'm about to derail a little bit, but me and Lil mentioned it in the chat, and I wanted to see the little ad that you made. Did you finish it?
What? There's an ad?
The one that you did.
Oh, that I did? No, I did not finish it yet.
Man.
Oh, yeah,
I know, I'm so sorry.
I was wondering because I was
you guys,
the last bit of mine was in there, and with Kip watching,
I was saying what you did it. I want to see
it. I will definitely have it done next week. But if there's anyone in the audience who also would, so I'm making a commercial, if you will, for us, so that way we can have a commercial break. So if there's anyone in the audience who would like them and their dog in a commercial, like just you playing with your dog, I would happily add it as well, because it's like a damn thing. It's not necessarily just Java and Jugs.
Can I volunteer someone for that?
Yeah, please.
I volunteer Kip and Dagon.
Come on, Dagon. Dag on it. Get your daggone dog. Daggone.
Hell
that
yeah.
would be awesome, Kip, if you could.
That's a great recommendation, because we all know that Chris has a huge crush on Dr. Kip.
Which one?
And also, anything dog related, he's just going to automatically approve. Yeah.
And if you didn't know that, then no.
Yes, so there's that. But I'm sorry, you guys. I did not get
to. It's okay. I just was like, oh, that's in the video.
I think you're going to love it, though. I do think you're going to love it. I wrote a song. I think it's really
okay. So talented.
Get the dancey dance.
Beauty and brains.
Oh, don't say all that.
By the way, for anybody who doesn't know, that is the other Dr. Kip.
Oh,
hold on. Let me bigify. Okay.
So cute.
This is the
I
Dr.
can't
Kip
get
who
her to
eats
jump
dicks.
up here right now, but
Shy.
she makes the
tasty
occasional
shit.
appearance. She's knocked over my desk before. It happens.
Oh no.
Dr. Kip's a
I
troublemaker.
was on Ember stream and she jumped up and decided to like knock my desk.
That's right. And that reminds me, today on Hot Topic, immediately after the damn show, we're going in search of Eden. That's why I went with this outfit. It's the closest I have to we're going on an expedition kind of thing.
I like it.
It should be super fun because and Deb's definitely no crazy conspiracy theories. That's not a thing we do. It just doesn't happen.
Never that.
Mm-hmm.
You mean it wasn't
Allegedly.
in where was it? Missouri that the Mormons think it is? Is Missouri or somewhere?
The Mormons have
I don't
different ideas. One of the popular hypotheses is in the general Missouri region, but there's some there's this whole thing with like Zarahemla, which is like the holy city from the Book of Mormon, and some people think that it's located in the same place the Garden of Eden was, but there's other people who think that like that's in South America, or it gets wild because Joseph Smith never bothered to make up the details about where these things are, so it's open to interpretation.
Eden's in Kansas, though.
Yeah, no, it's in Texas. It's in Texas. Sorry.
Texas. Yeah, I've done my research, so I'm gonna stick with Kansas.
I did find the center of the earth in Kansas, and that's probably close to the same thing.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
You know that kind of stuff.
That's why it's so flat, because it's flat like the earth or something.
Yeah, now it makes sense.
Don't they have Tornado Alley? Is that what Kansas has?
Yeah. There's two tornado alleys. There's one that goes from North Dakota all the way down to Texas, because we usually get at least one call a year being here. And then there's also what's called Dixie Alley, which is from about Alabama or Mississippi and east. So it's almost like this big shape across the U.S.
There's a big L over the U.S. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it goes from North Dakota all the way down to Texas, and then it goes west from like Texas all the way to like parts of Georgia. So
of course that's been getting bigger because here in the US we care very much about penis pills and making things bigger. And so now it's pretty much everything east of the Rockies, like even in the mountains.
Yeah, Alabama actually gets a lot of tornadoes. Alabama actually gets a lot of tornadoes. Texas still gets the most, but that's just because our land area is gigantic compared to everywhere else. And
have any of you all ever been in a tornado?
I have.
No.
Yeah,
I've been near one, but what do you mean by in? Like actually like in the subzone?
I've had damage to my house 4 different times throughout my life.
Oh,
3 different houses, but 4. Yeah, I've had. I had a huge tree fall on me or on my house when I was 8. I had then at one house we had half the roof ripped off, and then at the house I live at now we've had roof damage and the awning torn off.
Damn.
So,
have you considered?
Yeah, we've never had a direct hit.
God?
But
have you tried not pissing God off?
Yeah,
that might work.
No,
maybe
that's like,
a little less.
If I don't piss God off at least once a day, what am I doing here?
Maybe you just need to repent, Lilith, and then he won't destroy your house so much. My goodness, it's not that hard to do.
My name kind of damns me to begin with, so
yeah, from the gate, he don't like you.
I
remember Lilith. I wanted to watch her have sex with Adam. She wouldn't let me. Damn it. Oh, sorry. That was my impression of God.
It was very astute. That's exactly like the voice that all the prophets describe.
This is what God sounds like. You're going to worship me and you're going to like it.
Very much so. Can confirm.
Worship me, baby. Oh yeah.
I want you to worship me. Do you
Wash
think
my
I'm
feet
sexy?
with your tears.
With your long hair and your teeth.
No, speaking of tornadoes, no, tornadoes don't scare me like at all. The only natural disaster that actually scares me is wildfires. Like I don't want to be anywhere near one of those. Everything else, I'm just like, bring it on.
Truck steps are pretty interesting during a tornado too, because like the wind gets weird, right? Because wind near a tornado gets drawn towards the tornado, whereas a lot of storms will push the wind away. So it's actually the truck that's furthest from the tornado that gets knocked over first, and then they all just domino.
I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I'm assuming that would just be in some kind of late edition story.
I might say, screw you, Ryan. Morgan Freeman. Ryan has the real.
You have to actually say the thing you're talking about so people listening understand.
Huh? Who?
That's what I was asking. Is like I saw you flash something on screen and then you answered, and you have to actually say the thing you're talking about. So the people who are listening know.
Sorry. Here we go. Left-handed Jedi said, "Didn't Lilith invoke one of God's names to leave Eden?" And I was just saying that would be some kind of adaptation because it's not in the Bible. But I would be interested.
The whole thing's
familiar,
but remember,
I mean, of course,
all of the texts in the Bible were not in the Bible until someone decided they were.
Boop. That's true. Boop. You're not wrong about
Queen
that.
Sugar is summoning me. I think she needs to go out now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Queen Sugar. She's looking at me like, get up now.
Queen Sugar also said, "Mommy, you should record some video of me and you together so that Ryan can put us in a video commercial. Please."
Yes.
Woof, woof.
I would have to get my daughter to try to tape us.
Good. Okay.
Okay. So Kip will doubtless correct me when I get this inevitably wrong, since I just did a Google lookup. But according to the medieval Jewish legend from the alphabet of Ben Sira, Lilith uttered not just a name of God, but God's ineffable name and gained the power to fly. And that's how she departed from Eden.
Ooh, I like that. Okay, so you're saying that there's a name that I can use to fly? Let me in on that. I'm surprised that we haven't had our government trying to get in on that.
It's the ineffable name, though, which you can't F it.
No effing. But what if I want to F it?
And you can.
I'm just saying.
Permission.
You know, you get a little
Holy
horny.
Spirit Airlines. That's right, Sapphic.
Holy Spirit will lift
I
you
like that.
where you want to go.
Yeah.
No ticket needed.
Frequent effer miles.
Oh, there you go. She's back.
Lilith
no,
said the ineffable name. It makes her effable.
Hubba hubba.
Oh my.
Oh my. Lilith is one of those Bible characters that if like I had to meet a character, she'd probably be one of them. I mean, again, she's not in the Bible. But...
no, I'm kidding.
Oh, hi.
So you hate it when people are talking about
we need your explanation from your point of view.
Are you Lilith
I
incarnate?
kid you not. I kid you not though. I'll get sometimes Jehovah's Witnesses and sometimes Mormons show up to my door. I literally 9 times out of 10, I tell them what my name is and they just turn around and walk off. They're just like, yeah, not dealing with this. Bye.
Well, you're not supposed to say my name is
Apparently,
Lilith
I've got a
and I hang out
reputation.
with demons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently I have a reputation in this area. So,
like,
well, I mean, they already know your name isn't in the book of life, so why bother?
yeah.
Poor Lilith gets a bad rap for standing up to men. How dare it?
And it get double takes a lot when I tell people what my name is. They're like, seriously? I'm like, yes, really.
What's your full name?
Lilith.
Lilith, Demon Eater.
Yes.
in effort of spirits or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, the only other Lilith I know is Lilith from Canada, who hangs out at R and Ross from time to time. And I never asked, but I believe, based on context, it's been implied that that's sort of like her stage name.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. I mean, Ryan is my
stage. I live in the middle of the Bible Belt, and most people, I can instantly tell whether or not they're religious or not, because 9 times out of 10 they will ask if they can call me Lily, and it's like, no
bit.
I don't let anybody. I let very few people call me Lily, and then only people I really like, I will let them call me Lil. So, you know, I like you if I let you call me Lil on a personal basis.
Oh, okay. She lives not far from Dr. Kip in Canada.
Not me.
Canada Lilith. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Canada, as we all know,
I wish I lived in
state.
Seattle, but I don't.
Yeah, Canada is a very small area. That's why it would only be one state.
Mm-hmm. It's like this big above the United States.
I know. It seems like everybody lives close to each other in Canada.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're never more than one what we would call interstate highway away from anybody else in Canada. Because they've won in interstate. Never mind.
Are they back?
Jokes are funnier when you explain them.
Well, you know, jokes are funnier when people like me aren't stupid. So, and you don't have to explain the joke. That's when jokes are funny, Amber. Sometimes you have to explain the joke to people.
Well, that's sort of like so now I'm explaining the meta behind the meta explanation of the joke, which is like the funniest thing ever. But that's part of the self-deprecating part of it, is saying I acknowledge that I just made a joke that not everyone will get, and that's on me.
Well, you know, the ones who do get it, they get it, Amber, which is what matters.
And when you get it, ooh, you get it, girl.
You get it, honey. It's an inside joke that not everybody can get. Which one was the whore of Babylon? She's my hero. That's me.
Is that Delilah?
I don't know.
No, that's me.
Who do they? I don't know that the Jezebel maybe is probably.
There's so many admirable whores in the Bible.
True.
Yeah, and alas, I've never been to Babylon. It's a dream. I mean, you know, Dr. Josh has this beautiful recreation of the lion from the gate, and it looks so lovely, but I've never been. So I cannot be the whore of Babylon until I actually go there.
I'm just a whore no matter where.
That would be so cool. I'm gonna go see.
Do you have to ride like the 9-headed, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people dragon in order to be the whore of Babylon, or is everything else just like a sparkling slut of Babylon?
I feel like the beast kind of comes with the territory. Like, who are you if you don't have a beast to fly around on? You know.
I know, it's kind of pathetic. Like, don't even holler at me if you ain't got a beast.
Yeah, if you don't have 7 heads between your legs, I don't want nothing to do with you.
That's what I'm saying.
If your 7 heads don't have horns, no. Talk to the hand. Go home. Try
it like 10 horns on 7 heads. Like how does that work?
Well, I'd have to pay. You'd have to pay. if I told you the answer to that, you'd have to pay.
I could tell you.
OnlyFans material.
Exactly. I would love. Oh my God, that would just be. That's not what I clicked. Jerk off. You can also see the Ishtar Gate at the Pergamon Museum in Berlin. So wait, is that a recreation?
No, it's the actual one.
Is it like
I think
the British Museum where they
I'm pretty sure it is.
Let's find out. Where is the real Ishtar Gate? Would the real Ishtar Gate please
I
stand
know
up?
several people who have seen it, and they said
Duh.
it's incredible.
They're all recreations. They're all recreations because Babylon was destroyed thousands of years ago.
There's not even. There's none of. There's so what? So if it's a recreation, do they have anything to go off? Is it just?
I mean, there's like archaeological bits and such. I know, like the frame of the gate. Some parts of it are still there. Some I don't know. Ask an archaeologist, not my field.
What you dress like one?
It is an actual fucking gate. They built the museum around the top portion of the gate.
Oh wow!
Fucking cool.
My history train doesn't go back that far.
Why did they take it? Why did they take it to Berlin? Why would you take a gate to Berlin? That seems kind of
because they couldn't take it to London.
Well, think about it this way: if you had in your possession a gate like that, and you lived in Berlin, would you not bring it home and then go, "Where am I going to put this? I can't put it on the wall. I can't put it in the backyard. I'll just have to build a fucking museum around it."
I guess so.
Yeah.
That's how you solve that problem. Did they? What is it? Do they feel like it wasn't safe to keep it in? What is that? Iraq? No, what is that?
No, I mean they might.
Iraq, yeah.
Sorry, my brain was like.
The bottom half is still
bottom half of the Ishtar Gate is still in Iraq. The top part was shipped to Berlin, and they built the museum around it, as well as the Miletus Market Gate and the Pergamon altar.
So cool.
So basically, still.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder.
This is why we skip around
about
because
repatriation and stuff.
You learn a bunch of random stuff. Very cool random stuff, but random stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I learned a ton of like random stuff about Babylon that I did not know because I'm about to do a video on Air Nasser, the copper merchant, with the world's first overview.
Wait, what? Who?
Ian Nasir. He's a meme in the
this guy
community.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's this guy who they actually found clay tablets of people complaining about his copper and like everything. I was like, this guy kept his hate mail. It's hilarious. 4,000 years later, we have his, 4,000 years later, we have his hate mail.
Wow. Nice. I guess humanity hasn't changed at all.
Oh, it's hilarious. It cracks me up. Like it's
We're still
one
haters.
of the things. It's one of the things that got me into ancient history. I was already doing history at the time, but then that really got me into ancient history because I'm like, yeah, we haven't changed like at all. Ever.
I love that.
Well, you guys, it's 10:55.
Oh no.
We probably should start wrapping up shop because Ember, you have a show next, do you not?
That's the rumor. Yeah, coming up next on Hot Topic, which is live every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Today's topic, Finding Eden. Have we discovered it? Did it ever really exist? Who the hell is Lilith? We'll find out the answers to these things and more.
She's right there. She's right there.
I'm right here.
Allegedly.
Mystery. You guys are so rude. You just ignore Eden. Like it means Eden. You just ignore Lilith like she's not even here. Sheesh.
I mean, if you want to know something, you could just ask.
That sounds like an interesting subject matter. I wish that I would be there for it because I totally enjoyed talking about all things Garden of Eden-esque. But
well, you're welcome. I mean, I know you've got to like walk pickles and stuff immediately after, but if you want to pop in whenever you can, you're more than welcome.
If I can, I will, but I definitely will be listening as I can because I got to go to the gym. Do you guys want to go around real quickly and just say where people can find you before we go?
A reminder, everyone's links are in the description as well as on the cast list on betterthanember.com because it's there so everyone can find everyone quickly and easily. And since I'm talking already, I'll just...
Oh, no! I
didn't yeah, holy shit. I'm convicted. I'm lost. Like, okay, I'm Ember, Better Than Ember here on YouTube. I do a whole bunch of stuff, including the morning show we were just talking about, the hot topic coming up next. But I also do evening shows on the weekends. I do good news on the transpositions. I'm in a lot of places. Find all my links at betterthanember.com. And, you know, come join the show. Come join the live chat because we'd love to see you.
Awesome. All right, I'm just going to hit random people. So if you pop up, it's time to go.
Hi, I'm Bree. I'm from Hiveside, and actually have a show tonight with Bo. We're talking about Narco Satanico on Charlatan's Web. So come hang out, check that out, and then hook up with me Saturday morning for Live from the Hive. All right.
Yes, we love Live from the Hive.
Oh, hi. I'm that was Daisy. I'm
Hello,
Lil of All
Daisy.
Trades. You can find me at Lil of All Trades on YouTube. I pop up on Ember's channel occasionally, and I'm here on Mondays.
Sweet.
Usually.
Thank you, Lilith. Kelly.
I'm next. Hey. Okay. So I'm Detroit Atheist Queen. And you won't find me, but I'm on the Black Non-Believers in the Cut channel that's moderating and helping in the back end of that channel. I'm here every Monday, 9 to 11. I'm also on Hot Topics a lot of times, rating her show, Amber's show. And I do a lot of local events. This week, Saturday, we are helping the homeless in Pontiac, and then we're going to go out to the No Kings protest.
Ooh.
And then later on in November, I'm having my apple orchard trip along with the haunted activities after that.
Ooh.
So those, and I'm also I'm in cohorts with talking with the Kentucky Atheist to collaborate with him, also with Amber's Apostate, and I'm going to be on Bad Science in December.
Awesome.
So those are some of the things that I'm going to be doing in the near future.
Busy Beaver. Thank you, Kelly. AJ.
Oh, that's me. I'm AJ, and I have a channel called Waste to Human. Thank you. And I do content, a lot of stuff about science and, debunking religion with science and stuff like that. I'm going to be on Maya's show this Sunday. And let's see what do I have coming up. I do have like 3 shows this week. Okay, yes, 3 shows. Tomorrow at 6, I'm going to have Jason Friedman talking about men's therapy. That one's really, really important. We're going to break down toxic masculinity and encourage men to go to therapy. Do good things for yourselves and for women. And next on Thursday, I'm going to have Steve Kikidis. He's the author of Humanism from the Heart. And we're going to talk about interfaith relationships. And then on Friday, misinterpretations is going to be on my channel. We're going to be talking about fooling the brain, how to, doing illusions and stuff like that, fun stuff live. So come join us and have some fun.
Ooh, those are all intriguing topics. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I'm Ryan, a former believer, professional question asker now, and I take those questions and I answer them myself and make content about it. So you do not have to be a know-it-all. You can just be an enthusiast, and that's pretty much what I have done, taken my religious enthusiasm and turned it into knowledge and education, hopefully for other people as well as myself. So yeah, come find me on Ryan Calltastic. All right, you guys, what a great show. Thank you so much for being here. To everyone in the audience for participating and joining us. We really appreciate you. And don't forget that we will be here every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Java and Jugs. All right, guys. Love you. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.